In 1997, the very first Armored Core build was revealed to the world, leaving a lasting impression over the years. But many wonder, including myself, how does this AC fare by today's standards? It is finally time. Out of all the historical build recreations that I have covered on the channel, this one predates all of them. We're going back to the beginning. And the most difficult thing I had to find when making sure I got this build down from top to bottom was finding what it was called. I always refer to this as the Armored Core 1 Intro AC. But with a little digging, I found it's called Anfang or Phoenix in the English release because it did show up later on in, what was it, Project Phantasma, I want to say? So that was a cool revelation I had. And this is as traditional as it gets when it comes to weapon loadouts. The stagger mechanic is something I have to make sure I get right. This isn't like the old games where I can simply focus on damage output, sadly. So I have to take full advantage of these weapons when I can. Good thing is they are pretty, I would say, generalist weapons. More of a jack of, wow, that completely missed. More of a jack of all trades, which is the intention here. Now, normally this doesn't end up doing too well by Armored Core 6's standards because, let's be honest, it's literally all or nothing when it comes to making sure you have the weapons to focus in certain areas of combat. But hey, I've covered similar loadouts in the past and they've done just fine. So I am very hopeful here. None of the slashes, really now. I completely ate those moonlight slashes though. They're being smart sticking to the air and I gotta watch out for that shield. No way the second blade wave made contact with literally my foot and got the stagger. Oh, just shy of hitting them. I have to call it. Every time I see them pop the pulse armor, I gotta go in with the pulse blade. I am missing like crazy compared to round one. Okay, got a good stagger, but a weird angle for me to hit them with the melee weapon. That is unfortunate. I am trying to figure out what happened there. The biggest detriment was me missing my shots, I think. Round one was basically perfection. Round two, complete opposite. So it's time to find a good middle ground here going into round three. Now we're just rotating between ground combat and aerial combat. My earshot has to make sure it makes contact. Okay, I was able to build up some stagger, but not quite there yet to deliver a punishing blow. At least they didn't meet me in kind with their moonlight. Oh, you're running? Interesting choice. Let's get rid of that pulse armor, shall we? I have a health lead, but nothing I can't come back from. Here we go. Earshot into melee. Okay, that's a trade I'll take. Yes, on point. Was a little bit worried the earshot would miss and they would turn it around, but still, the OG is back in action. Alright, double Harris with missiles on the back means I can look forward to a kite matchup. These are always so fun. Are they already at the back of the map? No, they're rushing me. That is a choice. Oh, I wasn't even ready for the melee punish. I was taken by surprise so much, I wasn't ready for that. Okay, so you're You're a hybrid. You're not fully committed to backpedaling. I say that as you're backpedaling. Was the beginning of the match just to throw me off? In which case, congratulations, you succeeded. Okay, come on. You're so close to being staggered. Yeah, send a message with the earshot. I could have meleeed them, but I mean, come on. A grenade cannon does that extra bit of work. And I will say, I was reading some comments about people trying to justify kites in this game. And yes, I've said it before, it is a legitimate play style while they're actually going on offense again. But one thing that annoys me is how some people say it's been a part of the game since the beginning in terms of like the Armored Core franchise, and that's true. The difference being, however, it actually took more effort backpedaling then versus now. Wow, I hit the bridge. Seriously, you would have to bunny hop, manage your energy properly, and be fully aware of your surroundings. Here, hold back, land every so often to get your energy up, and continue backpedaling. Not the same animal. Yes! Earshot snipe for the win. Never gonna get old. So that's my 2 cents. Not really a proper comparison to say that they're one and the same anymore. Dual Etsujins and Earshots, very effective combo for ranked PvP. I feel like I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place every time I sit down to record. Because I'm in the upper echelon of B rank, I keep getting into my promotion phase. But hey, it's a nice mix of more unique builds versus some of the stuff you'd see that's considered meta going up against... Oh, there's the double Earshot. Going up against recreations like this to see how effective they can be. Have to make my 1 earshot count versus their 2. Let's go. That's what I like to see. Off to a great start. Clearly they can turn it around with the weapons they currently have equipped. Dual earshots are no joke. One of my favorite combos for their devastating firepower. Can I snipe him from here? Ooh, I tried. I've got in some good hits like that in the start of a round before. Not this time. Okay, that was a good shot. Oh, just shy from hitting them with the second attack. Double stagger. We're literally just... Okay, take the... Yeah, so double earshot's definitely gonna outdo my single one when it comes to damage. It was close, but all they had to do was recover and hit me in the face. Do I go for another snipe? Nah. Want to make sure I have my earshots ready to go. Wow, they're not messing around. Just like that, I'm down to half. Here we go. Melee. Alright, pop the pulse armor. Fine by me. Waste your earshot. Even better. Stick to the ground. Gotta make sure I have the height advantage to not get hit by that. Nice! The splash damage. Got them. Grenade cannons over the years have really become my go-to, and I'm glad they're still good. Nice to see players running the Walter rifle after the buff. I do wonder how my Coral build does perform now, the one I covered on the channel, because it was really good before 1.09, so now it's probably even better. Let's see, will they noodle laser? That is always the question you have to ask someone running the Walter rifle. Doesn't look like it though. Yeah, there's that raw damage potential. I'm getting hit real bad now. Wait, I popped their shield. Perfect. Oh, this is gonna be close. Oh, the mimic. We basically popped our expansions at the same time. Oh, they blocked the grenade cannon. No way. I think you got this. Unless... Wow, that was a really good round. Good job on blocking, because that would have been it, but you really pushed me there. I have to find a way around that pulse shield. Maybe go for some pulse blade attacks to see if I can pop it. At the same time, they can simply hit me with the coral rifle, and it's not much of a trade at that point. Trying to keep an eye out for an opening. Ah, the damage is so crazy what these coral weapons are capable of. Like I mentioned in that coral build video, you can literally turn the game around. Don't have to worry about the damage race too much. Oh no, I'm in the red. This is bad. Oh, and they're charging the coral rifle for extra damage. I staggered them! I wasn't ready. I was not ready for that. I launched the grenade and thought for sure they were going to block it. Ha! Literally taken by surprise by my own success. Okay. Time to really zone in here. Ah, I tried again. They were right within the lock-on, so it kind of messed with my sniping attempt. Oh, nice! They didn't block it that time, so I wasn't ready again. Ah, let me see. Maybe I just have to hug them, essentially, to make sure I'm within reach. Nice! Oh, I couldn't finish it in time. Yeah, that's the play. Hover within hugging distance and go for game. Thought my earshot hit them at first. That would have been a crazy snipe again. But GG. That was fun. I am proud to say that the genesis of all Armored Core builds can still go toe-to-toe with the more modern setups. Let me know in the comments if you're a fan of these traditional weapon loadouts from back in the day. I grew up with it, so I'm a bit biased. Now, the way this came out too in terms of appearance and functionality is perfect. It translated very well into Armored Core 6. I do wish the machine gun options had something a little bit more akin to what was in the original Armored Core games, but even then, this still does the job. If you enjoyed this, please be sure to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And until next time, take care.